Sean Meyers of the Westmoreland Sports Network, joined by the winning pitcher from Mount Pleasant area in the state title game, Mary Smithnosky. First off, congratulations. You didn't have the best start. You gave up a couple of runs in the first inning, but that's a rarity. You hadn't given up any runs all postseason. How did you react when your team fell in that early deficit?
That was kind of hard to kind of pick up my team with that. I thought my pitches were moving good, so just to know that some of my best stuff that they were getting a hold of, it hurt a little. But I have this really, really strong faith in God that I was like, God, my team is so good. I can see that gold medal around our necks. It's fading away a little after that 2 runs because, like you said, I've thrown 6 shutouts in a row, but I haven't let that get to my head a lot. I didn't want to have a balloon on my neck. So I didn't come here expecting a shutout, but I did know that my team would come back with the bats.
Well, the thing that really stands out about your opponent is their leadoff hitter and their pitcher, Miranda Runco, had 19 home runs coming in. She's still on 19, did not go yard today. You get 2 consecutive flyouts the first 2 times you faced her, and then ultimately the situation's aligned for you to walk her. But in your at-bats that you faced her, what was your approach and how did you have that success?
I just planned on throwing her spins inside, and she swung at the first pitch both times, and it seemed to work.
Now, your offense has some power hitters as well. So even though you fell in an early deficit, you had to feel like it's only a matter of time until your team broke through. Of course, you were part of that as well offensively. How much confidence does that give you, knowing that your offense, it seems like it's only a matter of time until they produce?
I can say now that we won, that our offense is the best in 3A. I haven't seen, we would really smack some teams in travel ball. We are just a great team offensively. Sometimes it takes a go around before we really get our bats moving after seeing such a good pitcher. We haven't seen a pitcher like Miranda in a long time, someone throwing some good spins and throwing at a good speed. So I definitely had confidence in my team offensively.
So we talked about the first inning, you give up a couple of runs. Now we fast forward to the bottom of the 7th. Your team is up 2, but they threatened a little bit. So what was going through your mind trying to close it out?
A little bit the whole game. I was a little frustrated with some of my calls, to say the least. These past few games, I've been getting some really good calls pitching-wise, but then our umpires seemed to be a little tight. But hey, it was the same for the other team too. Miranda seemed like she was a little frustrated with some of her calls too, and so was the team and their fans, who were just crazy today. They had double our fans, and they were loud and taunting, and they all had matching T-shirts. That's actually pretty impressive.
So you talk about the home plate umpire. The thing that we noticed trying to broadcast is we had to wait 5 seconds before we said if it was a ball or strike because he was very deliberate. Did you know right away, or did you have to wait with everyone else?
He mouthed and said and made a noise right when the pitch was pitched, but sometimes I couldn't make out if that was a ball or a strike. But sometimes when I could hear him say strike, he'd stand up and then he'd call it up. I was like, oh, okay.
Make you sweat it out.
Make me sweat it out a little. This is the state championship game. I think he just wanted to make it a little more interesting. And hey, you know what? It did.
Certainly dramatic. So final thing, you're now a state champion. You're headed on to play college softball next year. What are you doing over the next few hours, the next few weeks, next few months to celebrate this one before you move on to the next chapter?
Well, first I'm going to thank Almighty God because He's been with us this entire journey, and my family who have really pushed me through. So I'm going to be celebrating with them. The Village, one of our hometown pizza places, said if you win states, we get free pizza. So that's how we're going to be celebrating tonight. And hopefully, whenever we get some nice rings, and we're going to celebrate we're going to party like it's 1999. That's how we're going to celebrate.
Wasn't even born in 1999, but we'll be celebrating it. So show off the medal, by the way.
Yeah.
There we go. The champions in Class 3A, Mary Smithnosky with Mount Pleasant area.